Hello guys, Ivan here and welcome to new video. Today we'll talk about the latest Apple CarPlay, and that's 18.4 iOS. And we have some major changes to this Apple CarPlay, so stay tuned till the end. And if you have other brand, not the Mercedes, this will work as well, so stay tuned till the end. Alright guys, so let's check out the software first. Software update. We can see that we are at 18.4, so this is up to date, the latest iOS software, and with this latest software we get major update for the CarPlay. So here in the new S-Class, this is the only car so far in the Mercedes lineup where I could found this update. So if you tap here on the Apple CarPlay, you will see major news, and that is that we have now 3 rows instead of the 2. So as you can see here, it really depends on the display size and display dimensions, how this software can be adapted. So here in this case you can see that for the S-Class we have now 3 rows. And why is this update actually so great is because now you have 3 rows and it's much easier to find the app which you want to use. So instead of swiping, which you still can do, I still now have only one app now after this update. So you can see that now you can see everything much easier, and you don't need to swipe as much as before where you had only 2 rows and so much gap in between those actually. So yeah, that's actually much better now, and yeah, I really like this new update, and I think it looks really great as well with 3 rows of the icons. And I tried it in some other models, and this is the only one so far where actually this new implementation was found. So that's also really interesting that so far only in the S-Class. I tried GLE, also GLC, and new E-Class as well, and it was not there. So alright guys, so now we are in the E-Class. So this is the E-Class, as you can see, without the super screen, but this screen size is the same if you have or don't have the super screen. So now let's check out the CarPlay, and sadly we have here only 2 rows of icons. So you can see 2 rows instead of the 3 rows like in the S-Class, which I think they could fit here, but for some reason the system actually made the decision that it will not be possible to fit as many rows in this car as in the S-Class. So yeah, it is what it is. Alright guys, and this is the CarPlay on the GLC. This is the GLC 43, the AMG version. You can see 2 rows of icons on the GLC, and I assume the same will be for the C-Class. And this is the CarPlay on the GLE. So this is the GLE facelift, and this is the CarPlay how it looks after the 18.4 update. So we have still 2 rows, and yeah, I didn't expect 3 rows, but just as a confirmation for you guys, so you can see that still we have 2 rows. And this is the split view, as you can see, navigation, and here player and direction or search. Also what you can do for the iOS previous update, I just wanted to show you, is you can change here the wallpaper. So we can have this one. So it looks like this. Let's show you this one as well. This is sort of blue and yellow. We have a black one, sort of grayscale, also very nice. Then we have this one, looking like this. A few colors. Let me know which is your favorite. This also actually looks pretty good. Then we have this one. These are like a playful, as you can see here. And then we have this one. And this is how it looks. Also not bad. I think I prefer the first in different colors. Then we have this one. Few colors here as well, blue and red one. Then we can see black and white, pure black, so always black. You can also see this bar on the left side is in black. If you have like this is good for the night time if you don't really want to have a lot of like light coming from the display. Also you have 3 dots here, check it out. So if I swipe towards the left, we can see the navigation, which in this case is Waze, but you can have different one. You have search, and here we have the music. I like that the left bar is invisible with the black. It blends because this is OLED display, OLED, so it blends together very nicely. So next feature is with the sports app. So Apple has made a new API available to app developers that will bring sports apps to CarPlay. And starting with iOS 18.4, apps that show sports scores can integrate with the CarPlay, and in this way you can stay on top of how your favorite teams doing even while in the car. It could take some time for third-party sports apps to officially add CarPlay support, but here's hoping we get a CarPlay update for the Apple Sports app as soon as 18.4 launches to all users. Third is actually has to do with the default apps. So I've read it's only in the EU you have default apps, and you can see in the navigation default app, either the Google Maps or Apple Maps. But what I found is it will have input from the app which you used the last. So if I used the Waze the last, if I ask with the Siri, it will launch the last app, not the app which I have default in the iPhone, as some people reported. So that's interesting. So now I have the last Apple Maps. So if I want to navigate, I just press here this button, and I can now ask navigate to Vienna.
Getting directions to Vienna. Starting route to Vienna.
And you can see
Proceed to Hedin, then turn right.
now also we have integrated directions. It's not a full map, it's just the directions, arrow and like a street, meters, distance. So in the Mercedes MBUX it's only possible like this. Maybe with the new CLA, MBOS and other vehicles following we will get other navigations, like for example I think in the BMW you have Waze also here in instrument cluster, but yeah, I think that will be updated. Navigate to Vienna.
Getting directions to Vienna.
Okay, so it also works as you can see here with the Apple Maps.
Starting route to Vienna. Proceed to Hedin, then turn right.
Show me Google Maps. Okay. Navigate to Vienna.
Getting directions to Vienna using Google Maps.
Okay, so it works in all applications, but the ones which you have used the last, that will be pre-selected essentially. So yeah, this is how it works, and you can see here directions. So you can also play this ambient music by Apple, which has like a 4 moods in the control center. So you can see here sleep, chill, productivity and well-being. This is for free. I'm not sure if this is copyright, so I'm not going to play here in the video, but you can see it plays, and I tried it myself and it works in the car as well. And yeah, if you now want to navigate, the last one is a Waze, like pre-selected. So let's try once again to press here. Navigate to Vienna, Austria.
Getting directions to Vienna using Waze.
And see, nothing is happening on the driver's screen. So it works so far only with the Apple Maps. You can have a view like this, split view, which is also possible, with navigation, player and directions here. Alright guys, thank you so much for your support. Smash the like button and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Have a wonderful day.